Welcome to Sojourners Outpost TV, brightening the path for stumbling and weary feet. I'm Pauline at Sojourners.
The delegates, while I was in the delegates, while I was there, I noticed something very interesting. When I would ask questions or ask them, hey, would you like to do an interview and talk about something? They would be so nervous and they would not want to talk about it. They'd be either so scared, they'd just be like with their eyes wide and say no comment, or they'll run away, or you know what I mean? They'll just try to escape the question. And I want to ask you, why do you think most delegates choose not to speak boldly for truth during key moments, and why do they run away from questions most of the time?
When you look at the list of delegates, theoretically about 51% of the delegates must be lay people. But the way that the Constitution defines lay people is pastors and church teachers and educators and other church employees. So in reality, the vast majority of people in the General Conference session as voting delegates are church employees one way or the other. And they all know that if they stand up against go against the tide, that their futures are on the line. Essentially, they're a captive market. And so nobody is going to vote for a motion that they believe in if it's going to endanger their career, their children's education, their healthcare or education benefits, or their retirement plan. And so for this reason, when the delegates come together, the overwhelming majority are church employees one way or the other. Most people are voting with the flow because they don't want to stand out. They don't want to stand up and be counted. They don't want to be known as a troublemaker. I spoke out in 2022 before coming to the GC session, and the GC AdCom, under the leadership of Elder Ted Wilson, voted me out as a delegate. I was cancelled as being a delegate. Jonathan Zirkle, an experienced religious liberty attorney, spoke up in 2022 as a delegate at large, and he's no longer a delegate in 2025. And so people see this, and both of us have faced much more severe problems since 2022 onwards as well. And so most of the delegates are essentially voting to keep their salaries and benefits packages, and they're showing that they are trustworthy, that if you can be trusted to vote the right way, then you maybe get a promotion from conference to union, or union to division, or division to GC level. And so people are voting for their careers. They're not voting on the merits of the individual motions.
Thanks for